Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're actually here with a group. We've got an ambulance, we've got my dad's van, we've got my van, we've got Ben, we've got Van Maruth, and Renee at the end here. And Renee, on the other day's live stream, she gave me some corn rolls. So, kind of all fell out while I was sleeping and stuff. Probably need to do them tighter. Anyway, in today's video, Renee's heater is actually down for the count. So, we are going to be looking into that thing, pulling it apart, cleaning it up for her, and getting it going again. I have a fun story on that one, but for right now, it's a little chilly out, so I'm going to go put on something to get ready for that. Let's go do it. I know every time I do diesel heater jobs or any kind of mechanic stuff, people always ask me, like, why do I always do it in just normal clothes? And it's because normally my stuff is way back here and I don't really want to dig for it. I just end up going and doing with what I need, with what I have on, really. But thanks to Andy from Overland Interiors getting me this great kit. Now everything is extremely accessible. So we're gonna throw this on and get to work. Okay, now that we're all suited up, Van Maruth got us a coffee. Ben's got some power charging over here for us if we need any tools. It's time to get to work. Let's see what she's got going on here. Oh wow. How you doing? You? Hi you? How you doing? Okay, you guys. So this is our heater right here. So what we're gonna need to do is pull this puppy out, give him a quick cleaning up with some brake clean, as you guys seen in the last video. And she also has a few parts that we're gonna be switching out and putting in too. So let's get to work. Take a quick look underneath. I remember this one. This is the muffler right here. Comes up to right there. And this one, me and Mark, I believe, Mark the paint guy, actually installed this one. So this one has been in. Yep, we're here. This one's been installed for. It's been installed for about 2 years, at least. Hey, it's been just working perfect.
Absolutely.
So that's a good example on, even though.
I replaced a fan.
A fan?
A fan.
That's not bad though. Yeah. So even though I do talk a lot of crap on these heaters, and I will continue to, there are ones that work for a long time. My first one worked for 2 years. Hers was working for 2 years.
Mine did.
Ruth's worked for a long time. Ben's actually worked for a long time before he ever had an issue with it.
My second one didn't.
Yeah, the second one didn't hurt. That one lasted very short time, didn't it?
Yeah, like a couple months.
Couple months. So I've had like literally ones from VATRER that they sent me to do a product review on lasted like 3 turn-ons. So it's hit and miss with them, but overall, when they work, they work. So this one is not working right now. We're gonna get it working again. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that using the old quick trick that I always do. Taking them apart, spraying them down with some brake clean, putting them back together. She also has a new glow plug, screen, pump, gasket. So we're not gonna do the high heat silicone this time. We're actually gonna be using the gasket kit. So it'll be fun. Let's get to it.
Oh, you bought it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Or they're trying to put it in.
Oh, okay.
We can
I was sort of
lift this right out.
No, I think this is all the room I'll need.
Okay.
Yeah, because once I got it out, I can work on it out here.
Okay. I'll get all the...
Did you want me to pull this out of your way for your access?
No.
No?
I will get all the stuff for you.
Oh, okay.
Did you get fuel?
No, just dust. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It happens every time you touch anything under there. It's just dust falls everywhere.
But I know I can go there for some.
I wasn't holding on to anything.
No, it wasn't. I know that. I left it. It stayed there. So, I'm like, okay, I'll try this out, and it stayed.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly, Bruce.
Yeah.
So this is a unique situation where one has actually been in there a long time, and everything is pretty tight and bound in there. Usually they're swapped out so frequently that when you go to get back at the clamps, everything is ready to come out because it's just been put in. This one is actually really well on there.
Is that the fuel line you're trying to get off, or
The intake.
oh?
Yeah, the intake clamp is just like welded to the heater. I need something to pry on that puppy. It's on there, buddy. Okay, I got it. But like I said, last time this heater was put in, I think was Mark the pink guy and me. And I think Mark was in charge of putting the tightness on that clamp. That's what I'm gonna chalk it up to. Cause she was tight. Okay, fuel line time. This is my favorite part because this is where the diesel pours onto your chest. And you think you can avoid it.
Be close up for that.
It's either going on your chest or in your armpit. Yeah. We are okay. Okay, now we go for the main mounting bolts, and those are just going to be a 10mm, just 4 of them, and that'll mount the heater to the metal plate that you've installed on your van. We'll show you that once the heater comes out.
Do you want to show what it looks like here?
Yeah, absolutely. So just with a little extension, you can get at this one, that one, and this one. And like Ben mentioned in the last one, you usually want to use a deep socket to get at these because it's actually the stud version on this one and not the bolt version. But you can still get at them pretty easy. So, there we go. There we go. And that's the last of the bolts, everybody. And that's why you want a deep socket, because sometimes your socket might not reach. So keep that in mind.
Well, I mean, normally that side stays in the diesel heater now.
Sometimes, yeah, but when they're on there for
old.
so long,
Yeah.
they bind. So it ends up becoming a bolt instead of a stud.
Yeah.
So.
So people aren't freaking out if it ever happens to them.
If it does come under the bottom of your heater, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
You just re-thread it in. I've had them where like 2 studs will come out and then the rest of the nuts will come off. So then you're left with like 2 studs in your heater.
Yeah, no, I've had mixed ones too for sure.
Okay. Now. Shazam, just like that. And thankfully on hers, since we're just rebuilding this one, we're going to not have to touch any wires at all. And this is the aluminum cased ones, not the plastic ones. Still a Chinese brand heater, but aluminum casing. If I ever have a chance to get any of these, I'm taking it. Look at that. Ooh. Kitty.
Whoa.
That's
Kitty hair.
yeah, kitty hair. But this one even has an aluminum, like chrome casing. Look at that.
But I mean, look how clean it is on the inside still.
Yeah, it's still super clean in there. And you were saying that you clean it out every now and then too, hey?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. We do it. So yeah, this. Now we can take it over here. Start taking it apart. And it's no different than the plastic ones coming apart. It's all still the same. Boom. Just as the plastic ones do. Top casing comes off. Bottom slides out. I feel like this one has more room though than the plastic casings. I don't know, something about just seeing an aluminum casing on the diesel heater feels like quality to me. Even if it's a, what do they call it, a facade? Still makes me feel better seeing the aluminum casings. So yeah, same thing as the last time. We're gonna take this guy all apart. You can see right in here. I don't think it's gonna be horrible, but it was thrown an error 10 code, and that's kind of just a general code when it doesn't even know what's going on. Most times it's because of it's being gummed up or whatever. With it being in there for 2 years, we're gonna try and see if that's the case. If not, she has new glow plugs and all of that stuff we could swap out. But first, let's get into this casing. So now I need Allen keys. Back to the van. What do I have in here? Nope, yep, back to the van. Live in these streets. Who in the streets more than me? You know? I live in these streets. In my van. But I live in these streets.
It is nice to have the Allen keys that are on their own, not part of like a whole set for this.
I know.
Because that screw's really hard to get with the set. Like with like the ones I have or whatever, right? Like because it bungs up against the. Can I say bungs up on YouTube?
Yeah,
bungs up against the fan.
Here's my screwdriver. It works though. Yeah. And boom. 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 Just like that, you have your computer. Boom, boom, boom. Continue with these guys. What's the wrong way?
Lefty loosey.
See? One of these days I'll get it. You know? I'll learn lefty loosey one day. Until then, I just keep
The hard
cleaning
part's
for-
remembering which way's left.
That's right. You know?
I mean the slogan, the like little jingle or whatever, lefty loosey. That's easy to remember.
Yeah. Just figuring it. I always gotta do this. Alright? That's not an L. This is right. Alright. But it sucks in traffic when you have to take your hands off the wheel to figure out which way is left. GPS is like, turn left at 200 meters. Oh no! Which way am I going?
Well, if you're driving, Bruce, left would be driver's side. That might be easier for you to remember.
Look how nice that gasket came off.
Oh wow.
You don't even need to you don't even need to put a new gasket on that. That
Can you
came
lift
off
it up?
so beautifully. I don't want to try. I don't want to try. Just yeah, that's beautiful just the way that is. Stay. Look at that.
Oh, it looks a little burny.
Yeah. So now we're gonna go for her.
Does it look? Oh, no, you can't see.
Can't see yet, no. But we're getting there.
One more. One more.
Now we go for the glow plug. The glow plug. And they sell a tool that you can get at it through here.
There is one in there.
Is there?
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
perfect.
one too.
There it is. I got him. There it is. And this is the rebuild kit that I was mentioning in the last diesel heater video. So you can buy all the gaskets, the screen. I'll pull it all for you right here. So you can get the gaskets, the screen, the glow plug, the tool. This is actually a very important tool. Anybody who knows with that little hole on the side. Isn't that a nice kit?
Well, it'll help you get the filter screen out too.
Yeah. And then this is for putting the filter screen back in, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
That's
Such
crazy.
a nice. See, so this is a really nice kit.
Yeah, I need one of those.
Yeah. So we're probably going to be using this actually to get at that screen.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What you were saying is that cleans out the little hole for the
Yeah.
fuel injector too. Yeah.
So I'm going to put these gaskets away safe and sound.
Fuel injector, whatever people would call it, I guess.
The fuel make it happen.
Yeah, the fuel make it after.
So since she has the tool, I'm going to use the actual. Oh. And that's the screen.
Yeah.
That's the screen right there, everybody. So that goes around the glow plug inside the heater.
So you're gonna tell them the way to remove it without the tool?
Oh, you just get a screw and then you drive it in there and then eventually it comes out. You just pull and curse.
Or you can just use like a, what is it, a crescent wrench or whatever that's called, the adjustable wrenches on that nut, and screw it out inside. Right
Where?
where your tattoo.
Oh, right here, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you don't have
Yeah.
the tool, then you can use a line wrench or a
Once
crescent
you're at
wrench.
this point, because it's open, you can just like, get access to the nut.
Yeah. Good point. Boom. And see,
Just in case someone needs to doesn't have a tool.
they don't need to be super tight either. Just like that. Be careful not to cross thread it. So that glow plug actually doesn't look bad at all for the as long as it's been running.
That looks perfect.
Dude, it almost has a little bit of rust on it. Like, that's how long it's been in there.
That's crazy.
Isn't that great? I've seen them where they're like literally like welding slag
Yeah.
all around it and just
All
destroyed. That's a
crazy.
good. But this is a good example on what they're supposed to look like new. So all the parts I pull out, I'll show you what it looks like new versus the old one. So right there, if you get how well you guys can see that. And so that one's actually in really good shape, you know.
They're almost indistinguishable.
Yeah, only for that little oil ring.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna put that cap back on there. Put this guy in there. And then that screen I showed you guys, that's where that goes right there, in right here. Alright, so we'll get at that here in a second when we pull the combustion chamber apart. But the next step right now is removing these 4 bolts, or Allen bolts, or whatever you want to call them. You know, and then didn't know that one, even. Hey, telling you.
Makes sense though.
Gotta get that leverage, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Now let's see if we can do 2 for 2 and save this gasket. I doubt it, but this is the one that usually is tight because it hides back the combustion chamber. The other one's actually not under any heat, really, you know. a little bit, but not much. Not like this one is. This one you can actually see the heat marks all around it and everything. Just like that, and then gently, ever so gently, wiggle, wiggle, slide. Wow, look at that. That's not that bad at all. That's not bad at all.
That's crazy. Oh, yeah.
Wow. That doesn't look bad at all, folks. And then inside this guy as well. See if we can get the light to work with it. Right there. See, that's not bad at all. You know?
No.
Like, we've seen them 10 times as bad as that. So what I think I'm gonna focus on with this one, because like all of this is not horrible, I'm really gonna focus on in here, because I don't think that would be a reason for it to shut off, you know? So it's probably gonna be the screen, even considering since the glow plug looks so good, I would say it's the screen and then some kind of passage in here that was stopping your heater from working. Yeah. So realistically, she might not need any real parts at all except for a good cleaning. So not yet. No, I'm getting ready to right now. Let's see. I've actually got the real tools to do this job. This is fun. So what you're gonna do here is see that screen way in there. So like we were talking about, you just normally I would jam a screw down there and spin it and hope it comes out. But this tool with a little pick on it, see right there, that's really gonna help just get in there and lift it up. Just like this. Just like this. How about now? So right there, look. See that real burnt, like that, all of that oil just caked in there? Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm thinking is what's stopping your heater, you know? Right, because if the fuel can't get through this screen to hit the glow plug, it won't atomize, or whatever the big word is that they use to make it burn.
Go boom boom.
Boom boom stuff, right? So I'm suspecting that that's probably the flaw in this one, where it was getting error 10. So now we're gonna give this a really good cleaning out. Replace the screen, probably replace the glow plug just for safety. You know,
give it in there,
yeah, give it a quick cleaning out. But realistically, I think she can reuse this glow plug if the one we're putting in does give out on her. So, yeah, that's not horrible at all. That's good news. That's great news.
Sometimes if you get bad diesel, it can just gunk it right up.
Well, I mean, that definitely, because like even the rest of your screen looks good, you know, it's just that one little spot. And that's where
that really bad in that spot.
And that's where that fuel will come out and hit that glow plug, right?
Yeah.
So would the brake clean the screen?
Yeah, it could clean the screen, like if you really just let it soak for a little bit, for sure. But I mean, for the 10 cents or whatever it is one of these are.
Yeah, they're not expensive. It's best probably to replace it because they're layered too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you'd have to really get it in there between all the layers and make sure it was like super clean. It would be hard.
Like 2 rolls of it. Me and Ben were actually talking about modifying one so that it's only 1 roll, and maybe it might not gum up as much, but then it might not atomize as good either.
Exactly.
Not as many boom booms.
So what, I've got like 5 meters to test with, so that's gonna be fun.
Another thought that I had was that the pump wasn't quite shooting, or was overshooting the fuel into it, and it could have caused that as well. I don't know.
It seemed through everything we're looking at right here, like if you were getting over fueled, I think in here would be like
way worse.
Way worse. It looks like it's like if I was gonna take apart a normal engine in a car and I seen that, I'd be like, oh, let's put it back together. You know? This is a good one.
Yeah. Honestly, it's pretty amazing for having it had it for 2 years and not have had any issues with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess they don't really have recommended maintenance or nothing, but even for that, just that little screen to go 2 years, that's crazy.
That's wild.
'Cause, I mean, I replaced my glow plug like twice on my first heater before I got another one.
And like, sorry. Some of
The behind the scenes bloopers.
What's in my shoe? This is a big rock. And it came with her side. It wasn't even in my shoe.
Should have got your FITVILLEs.
I don't know, way, man. I'm not getting my FITVILLEs dirty doing this. This is not hiking or walking. This is working. All right. Look that way. Look at that way. My fingers are freezing. Oh yeah, but look right here. So this is one of the holes that you need to keep clean. Right here, and I think this is for airflow, just to help atomize that, and this pick really helps get in there. And so we're going to give this a really good cleaning, make sure everything around here is nice and clean. Actually even run it through some of these threads. It's looking pretty good. Give them another little cleaning with some magic juice, and then it'll be in good shape. One more shot in my engine dip tank. Cleaning this one. I guess I found a second use for this tool.
Go grab my brush. I think I might have it still.
Yeah?
No, that's gonna get poured into a Tim Hortons cup, right?
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's all about the environment.
You got lots of brake clean, folks, even if it's pretty clean. So much better in there.
Yeah. And once you have all that mixed up, just gonna mix yourself up some carbon soup. And then find yourself a spot to put it. See if you do it gently or enough. Something like that.
Like soupy oil.
Look at all that at the bottom. And you you see it at all?
Oh yeah, right there. Oh, that's crazy.
Let's see your camera. Alright, you guys. So this is a beauty install. So this is the, like I said, this is one that me and Mark did, and this is definitely Mark's doings right here. Check this. So all of the fuel line is all weather packed by the grommet. Comes all the way up here. I'll show you right here. Fuel line comes in through here. Right along here into the frame. Well, into the body, and then up to here. That's just beautiful. I hate to disrupt this, but we are going to. While we're in here, we're going to do some preventative maintenance and give her some new fuel line, since this one is about 2.5 years old-ish. So I'm going to be cutting all of these zip ties. I am going to be putting the fuel line back into this weather pack, and then zip tying it all back up the way it was. But I just wanted to make a note of this is a great idea to do if you can get this here stuff. It just kind of keeps everything sealed. Normally I just run them with the fuel line exposed. This is definitely a more professional way of doing it. And in the future, if I end up getting some of this stuff, when I do more installs, we will do them exactly like this. So huge thanks to Mark the Paint Guy for doing this. Yeah.
What you doing?
Oh, you know, I'm doing some fuel lines with some rusty connections. Yeah. Ew. Diesel. Oh, we sees the kitty. We sees the kitty. Use that one.
Yeah. Right time, right place. Yeah. Well, Linda, should we go grab something to eat?
Come on, come on. Should have spit on it.
Right running still.
The comments I could make.
What is that?
So the comments I could make.
Got a hawk too on that thing, you know. Make sure you shove it all the way in. Arms are tired.
Brand new heater. Good for another 2 years. Yep.
With hers, it might be.
Heck yeah, I've run for that long already. That's a good heater. Okay, we'll let this dry out. And then put it all back together. And the way we dry them out is a very special technique here. You basically burn all your mustache hair off, and then you should be good to go. That basically just helps it all burn off. See? And that's how she combusts, folks. If you're ever curious on how she works, that's how it works. Okay, you're getting hot now. Something like that. And you could just let it dry out like a normal person. But we like having fun on this channel, and I haven't seen any explosions yet in this video. There's one. Can you imagine? The heater just starts firing up in my hand. It's working, Renee. It's working.
It might blow the shit out of you.
Look at it. It's working. Okay. Now comes the fun part. Putting it back together. So, since our gaskets are so good, in such good shape, we're just going to reuse them.
Someone's going to tell you that was wrong.
I know. Those comments hurt my feelings.
If we had merch right now, I'd say go buy some merch for Bruce's diaries that he has to cry in at night.
That's right. What did Randy always used to say to me? I need to fill out a hurt feelings report for every comment. Just like that. You guys. Boom. And your screws can go back in here. And remember, about a quarter ugga-dugga on these. That's the torque spec. When your drill goes ugga-dugga once, done.
Is that a little less or a little bit more than good and tight?
It's a little less than good and tight.
Okay.
Because for gaskets and seals and stuff, you don't really want to over tighten them. And especially where this is aluminum, you definitely don't want to really over tighten them because you will pull threads.
Well, I guess the more you can press those ones too, the more they're likely to tear apart when you take them off the next time.
Yeah, exactly. That too, for sure. Stop it. Beep. Candy. Oh, piece of candy. About that tight. one thumb press. That's how you want it. There we go, folks. That's all done, and now we can add the Air Suckulator 9000. Just like that. These guys will go right there. And then your Air Suckulator 9000 is installed. Now we can come in here and do the glow plug and the screen. And I'm really looking forward to testing that new tool. Okay, you guys. So right here, this is the screen tool. It just fits on there just like that. And remember, this is the part we're suspecting was the problem, because that's where the fuel goes in. That's how your screen is supposed to look. So this will go right into that hole, and just like this. Boom. And you'll hear it bottom out. See? You really can't mess that up. And then you pull that guy out. And then your new or used, whatever you got, glow plug can go back in. And then this slides right on like this. Shazam. And I like to just kind of hand feel them for the treads.
You have to be gentle with those wire connections there.
Super gentle. You do not want to be twisting these puppies. That's why I always twist it with the glow plug.
I've broken mine before.
Oh, I know. I've had one be like the last glow plug I had.
Yeah.
And it snapped. Again, you don't want them super tight. Just like, I don't know, on an accurate scale, maybe like 4 pounds. You know what I mean? Or a quarter ugga dugga. And that weather grommet slides right in there, just like that. Just like that. Boom. Once he sees it all sealed down on, come back over to the computer. Use your best blow device to get it all cleaned out. And then, like we mentioned in the last video, there's a 2-prong, a 3-prong, and then a 4-prong. You really can't get it wrong. You can mix these up. I've done that before. So just make sure you get it on the right one. So, that'll go this way, and this can go. There. This one's a 3. Right there. this one is your temperature sensor. He's number 2. There we go. Just like that. Just can lay it back down on there. Boom. And she actually has a custom screw here. Right there it is. Custom screw for this one. Usually this will be like an Allen bolt, but her heater was making so much horsepower that she had to upgrade to this bigger screw. That's what it was. Okay, so now you have a fully built heater. And now we can put it back into this before my legs go numb. Ow. And these guys sit somewhere like there. Something like that. Something like that.
Is it
Right?
on the top or the bottom?
Something, maybe there.
No, I'm thinking where you had them, but like maybe on the bottom? Because there's for vibration or something?
Yeah. Oh,
Like
I
right
see
where you
what you
have
mean.
them,
I
yeah.
see, yeah. I was thinking the top was the bottom and the bottom was the top.
Oh, and they'll fit there.
Don't wanna.
Alright.
Seems to fit there better though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they'd be for vibration against the bottom of the case or something.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Something like that. And just like that. Get your wire into there. Just like that. Make sure that your temperature sensor is tucked out of the way. There you go. Your top casing can go on. We'll also make sure your glow plug wire is tucked out of the way as well. I think what we're gonna do there is just that. There it is. That's popped out. Boom. And then you have yourself a brand new second-hand heater. Oh, that's such a cool piece.
That's a nice feature. Well, the whole aluminum exterior really is nice.
I know, that aluminum casing is beautiful.
I like that it's a solid normal color. Yeah, that's still in good condition too. I like that it's a solid normal color, not like black and some weird
I
orangey
know.
red or something.
Such a nice, funny story. I've been talking about this heater to people for years, about the aluminum casing one that we installed one time, and I had forgotten whose van it was actually in. Turns out it was Renee's, and it's been working for 2 years, and that's why I never seen it again.
It's the unicorn of diesel heaters, man.
It is the unicorn diesel heater. Okay, everybody, now you can get ready and reinstall this puppy. So, one thing we are waiting on right now is her fuel line, or her fuel tank, to empty. So right now we just have it emptying into a jerry can down here, where the heater is 2 years old. We figured we might as well try and swap out the fuel lines while we're here. Hi kitty kitty, how you doing? So yeah, we swapped out the fuel lines while we were under there. Now that is the last portion of the fuel line that we're gonna replace. We're gonna be also switching her fuel filter out and adding this mechanism right here. So this is a fuel shutoff. This will be going that way, you said, right, Ben? No, this way.
That way.
That way. So, from what we looked at, these fuel filters are actually supposed to be mounted this way. Funny how it looks like it should run that way, but I guess it's supposed to run this way. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be replacing this along with the rest of her fuel line that's draining into this thing with this guy, and then mounting new fuel line and running it all to the heater. So yeah, that's how it's gonna look right there. So she'll have a fuel shutoff and a fuel filter before even going through the lines. And I'm guessing by this we should have about another half an hour for it to drain. So we'll be back with you guys in a minute. You know, that's all we can do. Tell the fuel to hurry up. I don't know what to say. Alrighty, we'll get at this soon.
That's hilarious.
Okay, you guys, the tank is finally empty. So now we get to switch out this piece for that piece. There you go. And we're just gonna lay that to the side right now, just like that. And we get this guy in place. Yeah. Come on. She's a tight fit. But that's good. You want that. Right there. Okay. And then now that will go down into there. Now I can tighten up this portion. And then now, oh, that jerry can was just enough to. Look at that.
Oh, crazy.
And now, pull this fuel line back through, just like that. And as you can see, this fuel line is still in pretty good shape, but what they'll usually do is kind of decay on the inside after a while. So even though it looks good on the outside, it may not look so good on the inside. This one looks pretty good still, but preventative maintenance is always nice, especially on a heater that's been running for 2 years. You want to take care of that puppy. So now I get the fun part of running the fuel lines back through. All right, let's get under. Okay, we got it down. Hang on, folks. And again, Mark with his ingenuity of putting this rubber hose through the body, or the body to the inside, makes this so nice. Look at that. Where is it?
Slides right in and out.
Not coming in yet. Where did it go? Oh no, it's over here.
Uh-oh.
I guess it doesn't go all the way through.
Not so ingenious.
What happened here, Mark? Mark, how the heck did we do that? Oh, that fuel line's gonna have to come back down. I don't believe it. We'll try another way.
this way. Yep. Nope.
There.
Man, to help you find the hole.
I can crack a joke for that.
I lost it again.
Just about halfway. That
Find
works.
the hole,
Take note,
folks.
ladies. Take
It's
note.
all about finding the hole.
Take note, ladies.
I swear I'm much better when it's wet.
Oh, Bruce. That's canceled.
Just spit on it.
Oh, that was bad.
Okay. We're gonna have to try something else here. Let's do it this way.
Oh yeah. Oh, my.
That's gonna be a tight situation, but if once I can get it in there,
Bruce, we can take that whole thing out.
I think it's better if we keep it in, because
Okay.
it helps guard the fuel line from your body.
Oh, I think she meant like the trim piece and stuff for the step and shit.
So you can lift this piece.
Oh, really?
This up, but I have to undo a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, okay, then we'll be okay.
Well, not a whole bunch. Probably one screw.
I missed. We did need to
I'm
lube
sure
it
what
up
that
though.
was.
Just spit on it, folks.
It's amazing you didn't have a Valentine's Day to prove.
Brent was my Valentine's. What in the world? I know what's going on here.
I'm guessing one hole doesn't line up with the other hole. Is that what's happening?
It's too tight of a fit, you know.
Mm.
I've been in this position one time before, but it was only one time, you know.
No comment.
Let's try this then.
Okay.
Can you pass me your old fuel line?
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you guys a trick I learned back in the military when I was in Nam. Yeah. Thank you. It's not gonna work either. Renee, do you have any electrical tape? Or any kind of tape at all?
Yeah, I have.
At easy access-ish?
I've got duct tape over here.
Duct
Oh yeah, duct tape works perfect. Thank you.
The hard part's still going to be getting this through the bottom.
What is that?
So the hard part's still getting this through the bottom.
Yeah. you gonna do now?
Success.
Nice.
See, back when I was in World War I, this is how we used to run the detonators through the pipe caves things, you know. Experience and stuff like that. Just like that, folks.
Nice.
See what I'm saying?
Woo!
Now you get to run the
Go, Bruce.
rubber one through.
You're set.
And since the rubber one is inside, surrounding this one, it'll just follow it all the way back as far as it can.
Doesn't hit something. Come on.
Just like that. Beauty. Now, cut this guy. Something like that. But they do tend to close when you cut them with wire cutters, so I'm gonna open them up right here. Sometimes it'll pinch this area. Just make sure that's nice and open. And then this guy can go something like this. Actually, and Shazam.
Nice.
Good.
Now I can just go in here, zip tie crazy, and then connect it at the heater. But I think next we're gonna install the heater so then we can plumb it and get everything else ready. Let's do that. Okay, everybody, heater going back in, and then this will just sit on to that metal plate right in here. Can we take a look? Right there. Shows I am. Boom. Right there. Now we can bolt them all down from under. You can also hook back up the wiring harness too. Right here. This would be the main wiring harness. That can get clipped on anytime. And then that's good to go. Okay, let's go underneath and tighten all the fun stuff. Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Could just cut that zip tie. Just there. Oh, how you doing?
Unfortunately, I can't really see what you're doing because of the body.
Uh-huh.
So I can't really see what you're doing because of the body.
Yeah.
There we go.
The problem with not knowing lefty loosey righty tighty upside down.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't know when you're upside down.
There you go. Right about there. That's tight enough. There we go. You gotta love it when the rust falls in your eyes, you know? It's all part of the experience, folks. You haven't lived van life until you got rust in your eyeballs. You know?
Underneath the atom, I think you better hope it's rust sometimes.
Yeah, right. I hate it when a bolt takes forever to thread, because that makes your brain think, like, is it cross-threading? Is it already stripped? Is the bolt even in there? And you feel something grab, and then everything is right in the world. You can even see what I'm doing now. This is great. Alright, folks. There we go. Got one extra little. There you go. Now we install the intake, the exhaust, and the fuel lines. And the fuel lines, it's gonna be.
The intake is the one beside the fuel line, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, intake right next to the fuel lines. It's gonna be so fun to put on. I can't wait.
Yeah, I hate this stuff.
Let's
Well, I
go.
don't bolt mine down and just lift it out from the top inside the vehicle with everything attached, and then put it back with everything attached.
Yeah. And also this, because it was such a fight to come off, just literally destroyed itself, or I destroyed it, whatever you want to say. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna shorten
They're
it.
like paper tubes, so
Yeah, there's not really much to them. So we're gonna,
make it work.
yeah. Where's my wire cutters? Nowhere to be found. Because you didn't see me just bite it. There we go. Now, take this guy. And put him up there kind of thing. And we're going to want to make sure that this is going in the right direction. Of course, I gotta open it up. Where's my little wrench? Oh, there it is. Just remember, when you see these little wrenches in your socket set, folks, or your ratchet set, or whatever this is, wrench. Even the little ones have a use too. It helps make me feel better anyway. There we go. There we go. Okay. And these can be extended just like that. Ever so gently. Boom. And then that's on backwards from the way I want it, so that's great. Switch that around right there. Slide him on there. I guess what I should do is tighten that fuel line first, if I could reach it. One of those situations where you can't see it, but you can feel it. There we go. Nice and snug. Now, intake. there. And a more awkward spot. Where? Can you reach the screwdriver from your bed? Fire this thing up.
That's good. Use warm up breaking your dad's van.
Ah?
Use warm up breaking your dad's van.
Yeah.
Oh, my battery's almost dead too.
30 gigs of data. Full battery phone.
Yeah.
Or full phone battery. This is the struggles we go through with filming, folks. Oh, the left hand's not that strong, you know? Oh my god.
I think you can make them big enough that they hang down more so that you could actually reach them without having to get
Dude,
all the way up in the
if
air.
these came, like if the intake and exhaust came down to like here with a little extra, oh, it'd be beautiful. I bet you could probably buy in a little adapter piece
Oh, maybe, yeah.
to extend these things.
That's true.
That'd be beautiful.
We'll just build something a little bit of bigger tube or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then now we get to figure out how this goes back on. Okay, something like that. I don't like that. I don't like that, so it was something like that. I'm going to bend that guy just ever so slightly. Just like that. Okay. I don't know, Renee. It looks like it fits to me. I'm gonna give this a little pull down like that. Like this. We're actually gonna get a better bolt connector right here.
We're not just gonna zip tie it?
No, this one actually gets a bit hot, so. But I am gonna zip tie this fuel line somewhere. I don't like where that is. Where? There. So, we're gonna go. Where could I?
Yeah, far away from the exhaust.
Yeah, it's very close.
No, when you're saying where to tie it, and I'm like far away from the exhaust.
Yeah, definitely far away from the exhaust. I've had that pleasure of experience. Having the exhaust burn a hole in your diesel line.
But I worry about it, even with like the output tube that I have for the heat inside where it comes out right to the vent.
Yeah.
I worry about that touching my freaking gas line
Yeah.
sometimes because I'm like, it's just gonna melt it inside the van.
But the bonus is that it won't explode, right?
No,
'Cause
yeah, it'll just
diesel's
leak
not-
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people get worried about that with these diesel heaters. You know, if the fuel line touches the exhaust, it might explode. But it's not true because you boys done it. I've had my fuel line touch my diesel heater exhaust and burn a hole through the thing. So it just shuts off, and then you got a mess. So, anyway, this is the last bolt we're going to replace right here. We're going to be switching it out. This is just one of the self-tappers that come with the kit right here. As you can tell, it's been in there a while. So,
Couple years.
but there's a true hole right through. So we're going to switch her out from just a screw to probably a nut and a bolt combo. And that'll give this a really good grab. Straighten that bracket out. But right now, everybody, sorry for the dirty hands. That is what it is. War paint. Now she can officially fire up her heater. So we're gonna fill it up with diesel, fire it up, and let that do its thing while I put an extra bolt on this. Make sure it gets real hot and burns my fingers. See you guys in a bit. So, again, experience. don't fill your tank up all the way the first try. Because then if you get a leak, you gotta go through the whole process again. So, what we've done here, as you guys seen, we installed a fuel kill switch, which is really gonna help if we have a leak. I only put a little bit in just for the initial fire up because I want to make sure none of these connectors all the way through leak at all. So here's the official test on that. Boom. Now the fuel should run through that fuel line. Any moment now. Any moment now. It'll do the thing. Hello. Are you not working? What's going on here? You know? Why are do? I don't understand.
Even if it was backwards, it should still get some through it. Right?
Yeah, it should do something.
The gravity should be flowing.
I can see everybody in the comments now. It's the fuel filter is backwards. And I checked this thing by blowing through it to make sure.
It actually had a flow.
Yeah. What the heck is going on? Because that should just be flowing.
It should, yeah.
You know, I'm not going crazy here, folks.
Let's take one of them off and see what's going on.
What the nonsense is going on here?
It's not even dripping a little bit there.
Don't try this at home, folks.
Oh.
Do you get some?
It almost looked like something was moving, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's coming down.
Why is it struggling?
I don't know.
Now it's rotten. Any minute now. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna hit the fuel pump. Just one time.
Does she have a prime?
I don't think so.
No.
Fine. Just do your thing.
We wait.
I just got something like hit it from that. I knew you could get like that from diesel. Know how I did it. Randy, get the hurt feelings reports out, man. It's a big one. I don't know how I'm gonna recover from this. I'm gonna need at least a month off. Look at that. Might need stitches.
Poor Brucey.
I almost wanna cry.
Nobody knows your pain.
Nobody knows my pain. Okay, you ready? And that has to go. Oh, it does go over here. Look at that. Isn't that nice?
It's right in that groove.
Look at that.
Nice and tight.
And that's, I guess, the benefit of the aluminum cased heaters. You can really put some pressure on them and not worry about it. Got him?
So you got it working in the end?
Yep, she's working. This fuel thing going on here, not sure. It's an illusion. Couldn't figure it out. But if you ignore a flow of right there and you look at the heater,
Back it flowing into here.
so if you ignore what that looks like I don't know. We couldn't figure it out. But it is flowing at the heater, and that's the main thing. Now you VanLife is nice and warm again.
So hide this. Yay, heat. Thanks, Bruce.
Oh, no worries. Glad this
Thanks,
thing's
Ben.
working. Hopefully for another 2.5 years. You know.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Not have to touch it again.
Awesome.
Now to clean up.
Now it's clean up time.
Spare you those details.
Yeah, you know. Have my wet wipe shower in private. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody, with all that fun and excitement out of the way, it's time to end the video off here. Thank you all so much for joining along up until this point. I greatly appreciate your support in watching the videos, and until next time, remember, never give up on living life, because life truly is the most precious thing we have. I'll see you all in the next one.